DuckTales. Woo! DuckTales is a 1989 platformer for the NES developed and published by Capcom based on the Disney animated cartoon with the same name. The story consists of Scrooge McDuck traveling the world in search of treasure to become the richest duck and outwit his rival, Flintheart Glomgold. The game offers multiple endings, including a super secret, unheard of, unknown, hidden, almost impossible to attain ending that I'll mention in the end. The game features non-linear stages, so it's up to you to decide what order to play. Unlike Mega Man, there's no real advantage by doing a certain stage before another in this game, so feel free to choose without any repercussions. As you platform your way across different levels, Scrooge encounters a wide variety of enemies, including gorillas and mummies, even evil hockey players. But to combat all these enemies, Scrooge carries his trusty cane with him. He is able to swing it like a golf club for clearing obstructions, as well as jumping on it like a pogo stick to catapult himself high into the air and back down onto the heads of enemies. You'll spend the majority of the game in pogo mode, literally hopping on a pogo stick, so get used to seeing this. Your pogo is required both to defeat enemies as well as traverse through most key parts of stages in all levels. The lack of a short-range, forward-facing attack is a nuisance at first, but soon the pogo jump becomes second nature for dispatching enemies. At least it should become second nature, or the Bugle Boys will come and rob you of your DuckTales fix before you can say Launchpad McQuack. The game is quite faithful to its source material. Besides Scrooge as the main character, the game features his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, that will give you hints or need rescuing at times. There's also Miss Beakley, who showers Scrooge with energy-restoring treats, and her daughter Webigail being Webigail. Launchpad appears in every single level, offering to fly you back to Duckburg just in case you need to retreat and give your thumbs a break from all the A plus B plus down you'll be pushing to pogo everything. While Gizmo Duck helps you progress in the moon level, and even Bubba can be found in the Himalayas. Several familiar enemies, such as Flintheart Glomgold, appear in the game, along with the Beagle Boys, and even the #1 dime-chasing Magica Dispel. All these characters' 8-bit translations look great and add charm to the game. The game has 3 endings depending on how much money you accumulate at the end. When you beat the game under normal conditions, you'll see Scrooge jumping around a hefty treasure chest, loaded with all the treasures you've collected during your adventure. However, if you manage to collect a whopping $10 million or more, you'll be treated to a considerably large pile of loot. It's a sight that only the most dedicated gamers were able to discover. However, even that's nothing compared to the third ending of DuckTales. The super secret, almost impossibly attainable, bad ending? The bad ending to DuckTales can only be viewed if Scrooge loses all of his money. You can only see it if you beat the game with $0, but considering that you have to collect a lot of money to get the game's ending, you're probably wondering how this is even possible. The key to uncovering this super secret ending is to carefully score exactly $6 million before the final showdown. When you press the select button, Scrooge can refill his life bar at the cost of $3 million. So when you get to the end with $6 million, take damage, and then hit the select button a couple of times to squander the remainder of your fortune, succeed at discovering the super secret bad ending not many ever knew even existed. So there you go. If you don't know, now you know. In general, there is very little to complain about in DuckTales. The overall length of the game is a little short, but not out of line with the other titles from the time. The controls are responsive, and the gameplay is engaging. The multiple endings and secrets give you a reason to revisit. Capcom did some great work on the NES console, and DuckTales is easily one of the best games in the library. It's wonderfully crafted on almost every level, and is pure pogo joy to play still to this day.